What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhyme Style here, and today we're discussing episode 72 of Dragon Ball Super, and I gotta say, Hit is amazing. Now, before we start talking about the episode, I want to say a couple things. Well, really one main thing, and that is we got our big famous answer to the question that was originally asked back during the Champa arc: who would win in an all-out fight between Hit and Goku No Rules? Now, if you remember...
Did we really figure that out, though?
Yes, we did. Well, I want to get to that. So that's exactly what I'm about to answer here.
Okay.
So, in the initial fight, what we saw was Hit was held back. He has his apparent crazy techniques, but we couldn't see them because the rule was no killing. Well, the answer is, can he kill Goku? Yes, he can.
Obviously.
It was an all-out fight. What happens? Goku wins. So, what happened last week, obviously...
You mean loses.
What'd I say?
You said wins. Goku wins.
Yeah, no, Goku wins. In all-out fight, Goku wins.
Oh.
Yeah, which is what we saw in this episode. That's what this is why this is so great. So, going back to what the initial, I guess, debate argument was, if Hit really tries, he can kill Goku, which he succeeded. He did that. He showed up. Like I said before, Hit's not really a fighter. I mean, he can fight. He clearly has shown interesting fighting in the tournament as well in this episode. He can fight. But his job is he kills. He shows up, kills, done, leaves. We saw that last week. He showed up, one punch, went straight to the heart, dead. Now, how he came back, we'll get to in a couple seconds. But I want to kind of focus on this first. During the actual fighting aspect of it, Goku is so much of a genius that he can basically, what's the word? Adjust. Adjust?
Yes, adapt.
Adapt, that's the word I want. He can adapt to the situation. We saw that last time when he fought in the tournament, when he adapted and learned how to counter a time skip. We saw it again here several times, and he even got to the point where he was able to beat Hit's ability. So in an all-out fight, Goku wins. However, if Hit wants to, he could kill him. Now, in the end of this episode, when they were actually fighting, there was actually moments where Hit had a chance to kill Goku, but he was all about fighting. He kind of like fell into the same trap that Goku falls into. He wanted to just enjoy the fight, not really just kind of be in and out, and that's why he didn't actually kill him, which is cool, which shows character development. I love that. But overall, though, can Hit kill Goku? Yes. Can Goku beat Hit? Yes. It's kind of like an even answer. That's what really fits. So I love that that's answered. Now we can finally answer the age-old question. Now, first and foremost, I want to get to this because I know this is the question that popped out a lot. Can Goku Black beat Hit? The answer is no. The reason why is because, again, the only reason why Goku was able to come back is because he planned to revive himself with a shockwave, which is insane. Zamasu wouldn't think like that. If Hit arrives, he would not see Goku Black as a ally or a friend, like how Hit saw Goku. If Hit shows up against Goku Black, he'll kill and be done with it. If Goku Black does the same thing, Hit will come back, and this time he'll make sure that it kills him. He'll go for the heart, done. But what we saw between Hit and Goku was a relationship, a friendship developed, which is why it ended the way it ended. So can Hit kill Goku Black? The answer is yes. Can Goku Black kill Hit? Possibly. However, it won't be a fight because Hit will just go for the kill when he can, and that kind of is how I see that situation.
I feel like by definition, what happened in this episode was like pure training.
Yes.
Because both parties didn't necessarily want to kill the other.
Yes.
But they were still battling.
Yes, and I also like the fact that Hit has become, in a way, Goku's new rival, which made Vegeta jealous, but we'll talk about it in a second. Let's kind of recap the episode. So, first and foremost, now, when I saw this initially, I watched this episode like 3 times. I called BS. When I watched it Raw, because I was excited, I wanted to watch it Raw. When I watched the episode Raw when it aired live in Japan, I called BS. I was like, really? The dude fired a key blast in the air, came back, hit him, comes back to life? That's BS. Now, that's not the first time we saw that. The very first time that I remember seeing that in Dragon Ball Super was when Frieza showed up. He gut checked, or he chest checked. I forget. Did he hit him in the chest or gut? Doesn't matter. He knocked out Gohan, stopped his heart. What did Piccolo do? He did a resuscitation where he sends a shockwave through his body to kind of help reset his heart. Or not reset his heart, but like start it again?
Jumpstart.
Jumpstart, basically.
It's like a car.
Yeah, like a battery.
Jumpstart a car.
Exactly. And that helped Gohan's heart start over, and then he got back on his feet. What Goku did is when he got hit in the last episode, no pun intended, he expected that, I guess at some point he realized, he could tell his body was failing, that he was about to, pass out. So he fired a ki blast up in the air. Now, normally, you could say ki blasts don't have that way in terms of gravity working, because every single key wave that we saw, keyword wave, we saw would just dissipate. The most famous one was the Final Flash, and basically any Kamehameha ever that flew out. You could always see it, like, zoom out of the planet, and they showed a blast like go off the planet, and then it kind of dissipate. But this is a key blast where it's kind of like it's a ball, and Goku specifically fired it up just to have it come back and kind of be that shockwave. Now, it was probably experimental. I don't know if he knew that was going to bring him back, but he went for it. Like, this is all he knew. I'm going to go for it, which shows the brilliance in this man. Like, this is incredible. Like, that is that's something I would expect out of Piccolo or Vegeta. So I love seeing that. That shows Goku's growth. And then we get to the actual part where, you know, where we're at the beginning, where it's Piccolo, Goten, and Gohan. They're like, what the hell, man? Hit's an asshole. And Goku's all about, you know what, just let me have this one fight. You know, I saved, you know, even Piccolo says you saved the Earth so many times. I guess he can be selfish just one time, which is cool because Goku's character has always been selfish. Even Toriyama in an interview has mentioned that Goku was always selfish. It just, we couldn't really see that because the anime portrayed him more as a hero, but in our reality, he's a selfish character who just happens to do good things. He just cares about a good fight, which we really saw in action this episode. Now here's the rematch, and I loved this fight. First and foremost, we see Hit's abilities once again, and I am convinced that this episode was designed after Xenoverse 2 came out, because every move that we saw in Hit was what he used in this. He did the sledgehammer, or the part where he does the sledgehammer, which is like a really powerful attack in Xenoverse 2. He did Phantom Fist this week as well as last week, which is the ability basically where you just kind of stay in place but you're dodging moves. He also did the Fist Flash Crush, which is the ability he used where he sticks his hand out and fires the shockwave out. It's from Xenoverse 2. Now I can't tell if the Dragon Ball Super and Toei, the Dragon Ball Super team and Toei watched the Xenoverse 2 build and then made this episode, or what happened, or if they got, you know, a heads up. From my understanding, Bandai and Dims, they don't get a heads up on what's going to be done in Dragon Ball Super. They kind of work off each other. If something happens in the show, they do it in the game. And I guess if they do something in the game, they do it in the show. Because we all remember that Final Kamehameha was never done in the anime format until Dragon Ball Super. So that was borrowed from the game. So it's kind of cool to see that crossover there.
Okay, I have a question about the attacks.
Go for it.
When you said Hit goes like this and fires a shockwave, I have to wonder if that's actually a shockwave or if he's somehow like punching through the dimension, like the dimension of time or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, honestly.
Because you can see like this graph type of look on it.
So the way the attack works in Xenoverse 2 is a counter attack where he poses and then he fires forward and it goes through attacks. It does a lot of damage. It hits you really, really hard. I think what it is he's punching so hard through the dimensions that it's like an invisible ki blast, but not really a ki blast. Like they called it an invisible ki blast, but it looks more like a shockwave to me. And the way I see it, this is like the perfect assassination move, because like the way I see it is if you do that to somebody, that triggers like technically a massive heart attack and kills somebody without evidence. And this is a perfect way to be an assassin. This is basically like having a death note, where it's like you kill someone without any, like literally heart attacks. But you kill somebody without any, without any like, evidence. And that's exactly what happens here. Although it doesn't trigger a heart attack, just when you do the autopsy, it would say, oh, this is a heart attack, this is what happened.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So apparently what Hit was doing is Hit's ability isn't necessarily a time skip where he it is, but not really.
He's skipping.
He's not stopping time, he's skipping time by creating a space where basically he goes invisible. It goes inside a space where everything's frozen, he's inside his space, and then that's basically how he's able to be invisible. However, the key is it's a space. And
the way I understood it is that he takes time from this dimension and then creates another one all on his own. Like that's his dimension. So in theory, if he doesn't take time from something, he can't add it to his dimension.
Exactly.
So he needs a resource to add to it. So that dimension is not infinite unless he takes infinite time. Yep. So it can run out. That's interesting to me.
You can see how powerful he is, though. Very powerful. We even see Goku shaking, and it's like, I'm shaking. Why? And Hit goes, you're shaking not because of excitement, but because out of fear. It's like, bruh. That was, first of all, a really dope line.
I feel like Goku's never been afraid.
No, he's never been afraid. And this is exactly what, this is a cool setup. Because the thing is, I said this to you before we started recording, Dragon Ball Z ends, and it's like, wow, Goku and Vegeta are so powerful, who's going to come against them? Now, in Dragon Ball Super, they introduced different kinds of villains. You know, they got gods, they got Hit, who's not necessarily stronger than Goku, but because of his unique abilities, he could kill Goku and be a threat. And that's what makes Super so exciting. It's like, it's not about being strong, it's just about who can win the fight. And something else that Hit does is he can attack through his time skip, essentially, his Phantom Fist, basically, what he was doing. I like to call it a Phantom Fist because that's what it's called in Xenoverse 2. And even Goku's like, oh, I can figure it out. You have to attack me. You have to, like, come out your dimension to attack. And Hit's like, nah, watch this. Bam! Hits him right in the chin. Like, that was awesome. So, that's when we get Vados and Champa reveal themselves. Beerus, Whis, and Vegeta are there. And they're all just watching them fight. And at this point, this is the part where it becomes more about fighting as opposed to killing. Now, again, I still feel like if Hit wanted to, he could have easily killed Goku right then and there. He just didn't want to. I mean, if he's able to attack him invisibly, he could do it. It's just the reason why he didn't, because I feel like they developed this relationship to the point where they're both getting stronger just by fighting each other, and they're both just in it for the martial arts. I mean, that's what even they said.
Yeah, because Hit has never encountered anyone that's challenged him.
Exactly. And then Goku has this really likable personality where no matter who you are, even if you're freaking the Omni King, you like this man. I mean, that's why you like Dragon Ball. It's like this kid is cool. Not this kid, but he was a kid in Dragon Ball, and he was cool. We liked him.
He's a kid compared to Hit.
Yes. Yeah, Hit's old, over 1,000 years old. But overall, though, this is the biggest twist. Well, first and foremost, the fight ends because Goku powers up, he's really powerful, and causes this giant, like, he was so powerful and charged up at full blast, which, like, literally was, the blast was so powerful, he put all his energy into it, because you could tell, because he was knocked out afterward. He put all his energy into it and broke Hit's space. It didn't necessarily hit him, but I think because he used all his power to stop the attack, they both kind of drained each other out. So even though nobody who technically won, they both technically kind of tied there, you can still see the power on both characters. Goku's so powerful he can break Hit's space, and Hit's powerful to the point where, you know, he could kill Goku if he wanted to, but he can also, you know, put all his power into this freaking space and stop that, and stop Goku's strongest attack. So they're both really powerful. Now here's the twist. We're all guessing who it was. I was so confident, I even left my, I bet my left nut, which I have to, you have to cut my left nut off, by the way. I bet my left nut that was Whis, and it wasn't Whis.
Well, it kind of was.
You know what? I'm gonna keep my left nut because it kind of was.
I feel like you were like partially right.
It was Goku. Goku put the hit out on himself because he figures if he doesn't directly, Hit wouldn't want to do it. So he had basically Whis tell Vados to hire Hit, which is how it happened. And that's hilarious, by the way. Really funny. And two, it's cool because, like, it allowed them to basically fight with no limits. And like I said, we got to see what Hit can do when he has no, I guess, you know, walls behind him or any rules. He killed Goku. But we also watched Goku overcome Hit's ability. And like I said, if Goku and Hit fight for real, Goku can win. We saw that. However, if Hit wants to kill Goku, he can't. So it's kind of like we got the question answered. And it was a really fun in-between episode filler arc thingy that we can enjoy as we get ready to go into this Omniversal tournament. Which, by the way, he's going to be in the tournament. Hit is definitely going to be in the tournament. I was kind of worried they might not bring him back. But even Champa says, like, oh, you picked the great assassin for this. He's going to be amazing in the tournament. Which is going to be, he's probably going to be my favorite character. I still feel like Frost would not be in it because
he's on the run.
He's on the run, number one. I mean, if Vados won the final, she probably could, and they might force him. Who knows?
Yeah, but he's also like not strong.
He's also not really strong. He's kind of a scumbag. And the only reason why Frost was hired was because he's a scumbag. Yeah. This is a real tournament where if you lose, there goes the universe. So this is more strict. But I did like the joke at the end when Chi-Chi shows up. She's like, "Who hired you? Who would hire to kill you?" I'm actually with that scumbag Frost. I was like, "Yeah, haha. Don't tell him that was me who did it. I just want to fight him." So yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Anyways, so in the comment section below, let us know your thoughts on episode 72 of Dragon Ball Super, as well as your overall thoughts of just Hit, Goku, and everything that went down. Any questions that might have came out of this, just drop it down below. But for now, we have to wait 2 weeks because next week is a break. Oh. Yep, next week is a break for New Year's. Give the Toei team a break. After that, I'm not honestly excited because we have a in-between lighthearted episode of Gohan shooting a movie. He's playing a stuntman in his own movie, which is kind of funny. So it'll be a hilarious episode. It's just that I never cared about Great Samurai that much, so I'm not that excited. But really, February 5th, I believe it was, first week of February, is when it's going to get intense, when we get actually into the actual tournament action. So that's going to be exciting. But for now, that's the end of today's video. So this has been Kira back on Rhyme Style. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below in episode 72. Any questions, speculations, theories, yada, 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 yada that you have. And we'll take it from there. But other than that, I guess I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. And we'll see you guys in the comment section below.
Bye. Peace.